Hi, it's Carol Clark with Weight Loss Practice Builder. And when I go into practices that I am evaluating, it's typically because there is a key area of frustration. And inevitably, we can almost always track it back to one of 7 systems, or sometimes more than just one of those 7 systems. But we can always relate it back to the systems that are set up in your office. Because if you have efficient systems set up, it's going to create predictability for you, which is a good feeling, and it also creates some predictability for your team and your patients. And so it helps to streamline your efficiency, streamline your revenue, and just make for a more enjoyable practice. So I've never really dived into these 7 systems that I've identified that are critical for your practice, and I'm really doing a deep dive in Bariatric Business Boss over the next few weeks. So if you're not a member, you might want to join bariatricbusinessboss.com. But in the meantime, I get asked, what are the key systems that need to be in place in order to have an optimally functioning, profitable weight loss practice, whether it's a weight loss surgery practice or a medical weight loss practice or a medical practice that's just adding weight loss into it. So those 7 systems are essentially these. The first one has to do with your team, and it's how you attract your team, how you onboard your team, how you share your vision, how you set up your what their job responsibilities are, how you communicate that to them, how you give them some autonomy. It's all the different things, sort of human resource related, culture related. It's all about your team and how you're going to optimize their performance. And it does involve, really looking at your organizational chart and not just putting resources at any problem, but really thinking through who's the best person for the job and how you're going to divide things out appropriately. And then you always need to be able to pivot with that, just like we've had to do, throughout this pandemic that we've experienced this year. So the first one really is your team. So having a team, this is a critical one because this will make or break oftentimes your practice. This is your marketing. This is your representation. So that first system is your team. The second system is your marketing system. So marketing is sort of your reputation that's out there. It has to do with how you are communicating to your current and prospective patients, those that you really want to work with. It's your reputation in the environment for referrals, and your marketing is really important. A lot of times people make this a really difficult thing or throw way too much money at it. You can do it really pretty effectively, especially if you do it with heart and you do it with consistency, and you're really looking at the primary needs of your current and prospective ideal patients. So marketing is a really big one. I just love that one as well. The third one is your finances, and oftentimes physicians may want to just hand this off to somebody else to handle, whether it's their administrator or office manager or their accountant or that sort of thing. But your finances, having some really good checks and balances, whether you do it in a red light, a green light system, or whether you just do weekly reports or monthly reports, having that financial information is really very important, obviously. And then also taking a look at all of your billing and collection systems, any things that you want to change with that, all of your software systems, and how everything is integrating for billing collections and all of that. And then really how your team is implementing your financial pictures. So how they are doing that billing and collections and making sure it's all timely and that there's a system in place to track that so you don't end up getting with large buckets far out there for your accounts receivable. So anyhow, finances are the next system. That's the third one. The fourth one is your revenue streams. A lot of times, practices rely on the physician only and the practitioner, but adding in additional revenue streams, especially as we found out lately, is something that's really important. You need to have other revenue streams that support the physician services or the physician and their extender services, but having other revenue streams just helps, especially when there's a change in like a schedule for someone or somebody's out sick or, anything like that. So you want to make sure you have revenue streams in addition to just your clinical services. So having those revenue streams is another system that's really important, especially for any weight loss practice. The fifth one is your retail sales. Now, granted, that is another revenue stream, but retail sales is a system that is so important and can really benefit your practice, really benefit your practice. So I separate it out because there's so many specific systems, or not systems, but processes that need to be in place. And it relates to what products you're offering, your software system, your sales training, all of that. So we're going to be doing a deep dive on that as well. So retail sales, I separate that out as your fifth important system. The sixth one for me is your patient referral program. The best referrals we get are from our patients. And so we want to have a system in place for those patients to be able to make referrals and to share how much they love you very, very easily online. So we want to make sure that we have a really solid patient referral system. So that's number 6. And the 7th one is your patient education. I know a lot of patients don't think they need education, but it's a great way to make sure that they not only lose weight, but understand how to keep it off for life. It's a great way to have constant engagement with them. It's a great way to also be sharing with them your additional services or products that you're offering. It's a great just communication tool, as well as that whole education to make sure that they understand what they really need to be doing and why, in a fun way. So anyhow, those are your 7 systems, and I am really excited here soon to be doing a deep dive in every single one of them in Bariatric Business Boss, the membership site. So we'll be deep diving. It's going to take us actually a number of weeks, but I am super pumped about that. But those are the 7 systems that need to be in place in order to really be efficient, effective, and to have that profitable practice. And one that's not just profitable, it serves your patients in the best way so they have the best outcomes, and also helps bring joy to you and your team. So there you have it. I hope you found this helpful. Reach out to me, Karol, Karol, at Weight Loss Practice Builder. If I could be of further assistance, check out Bariatric Business Boss if you haven't already. It's bariatricbusinessboss.com. And there's also a lot of free resources on our website, weightlosspracticebuilder.com. I hope you guys have an awesome and amazing week, and take care.